Today I will review a mixer heater, portable body, 4,000 and 9,000 BTU heater. I use it for my recent camping trip in Aspen, Colorado. During the daytime, the weather is kind of nice, but at night the temperature is in low 30 and it's kind of cold. Then I would like to bring something to keep me warm at night just in case. Then I did some research and many people reviewed this product and I get it. First I ordered it from Amazon and get it right on time before my trip, but the same night I went to shopping at Walmart and the price at Walmart is much cheaper. But before recording the video, I found out that Home Depot sold the heater at price almost half of what's sold on Amazon. Then I recommend you to compare the price before you make a purchase because it's a big difference. But for product overall, I'm kind of impressed of the efficiency and very easy to use. The things we use is we connect it with the 1 pound propane cylinder, and on the low setting, if you run it like entire night, you may need 2 bottles, but they not recommend you to run it overnight. I mean, you're not supposed to run it when you're sleeping, and make sure that you have at least 3x3 opening to allow fresh air in, to avoid excessive carbon dioxide to inside your tent. One thing that I brought is I brought the portable CO2 detector with me. I got it from Amazon as well, just to make sure that the amount of carbon monoxide is not too much. One of my concerns is I will not use it for a very small tent because the carbon monoxide may be too much concentrated in the tent, and the tent that I use is about 4 person. Then I think it's kind of large enough ventilation. And one thing that I that have to consider is it's kind of big. Then you have to have clearance for 2 feet away from the heater, that you not have anything flammable. The things I did, I bring small table with me, then to make sure that I keep it clear from my blanket or the tent fabric. Overall, I like it a lot because it's keeping me warm at night and very easy to use, and you just need to get can your heater, then you're good to go. And the downside that I think is I wish it can be smaller, but I think it's safe because during it works, the back side of the heater is not hot at all, but the front side of the heater is kind of hot. Then if you have blanket or anything close to the heater, it may be burned, cause fire hazard, which is so dangerous. Yeah, I mean, I think this is the best option or best heater I found so far. I use it for 2 nights in Aspen. It's worked well. I don't have any issue there. I sleep well. Don't have any concern. Yeah, if we look from the box of the heater, they said as they have low and high setting for 4,000 and 9,000 BTU. In my case, I use only low setting and heat up to 225 square feet and run 5.4 hours on low setting and 2.4 hours on high setting. In my case, I think it's maybe less than 5.4 hours. It depends on how long you spend time in the tent. I recommend you bring two cylinder per night, just in case that you have enough gas. Maybe 1.5 may be enough, but I recommend 2. Because if you have one, it only lasts you 5.4. It may definitely you may have to change it at night if it's getting cold. Then they said it's indoor safe and they have low oxygen, safety shut off, and they have tip over safety shut off as well. And here's where you connect the gas can. It's not too difficult to put it in, and after you connect the gas can, make sure the switch is in the off position. And after that, you turn it to the pilot position and press. For me, you're gonna see it start framing. It's maybe hard to see because it's pretty bright. And after that, it turn it to high heat. For me, it's pretty easy to use even the first time user. And after the heater turn to orange, you can turn down the heat from high to low if you want to. Here I change it to low. For me it's warm enough for low setting. And once you're done using, you can just turn it off. And once you're done heating, this surface is still hot. And remember to disconnect the gas can. That is it. I think it's very easy to use, and if you have to go somewhere that's maybe cold at night and you want to go camping, I think this is a very good option. It's very price efficient, and for the similar gas can you can use for other purpose. You use for the lantern or using for cooking. Then yeah, I think I'm pretty impressed with the product, and yeah, if you need a portable heater, I think this one is the best one that they have in the market. The first thing I recommend you to do after receiving the Mr. Heater is to read the operating instruction and owner's manual. They put a lot of warnings here, but I will read you a few of them. For example, they mention here, do not allow anyone who has not read these instructions to assembly, light, adjust, or operate the heater. Another caution that I found out after the trip is they mentioned when operating the heater at altitudes over 7,000 feet above sea level, the heater may shut off. I use it at Aspen, which is the altitude is higher. I think it's around 8,000 feet. In my case, it worked well, but this is something that you have to keep in mind that they not tend to be used over 7,000 feet above sea level. The oxygen concentration level at sea level is about 20.9%, but at higher altitude, for example, at Aspen at 8,000 feet above mean sea level, the oxygen concentration is dropped down to only 15.4%. This is one reason that they not recommend to use at a high altitude, because they may try to trip off from not have enough oxygen to run the heater. Here's another good warning. Do not place clothing or any flammable material on or near the appliance. This heater requires a minimum vent area of 9 square inches, example 3 by 3 inches opening at the ceiling and at the floor level for adequate ventilation during operation. Do not use other fuel burning appliance inside. fuel gas odor. Propane gas and natural gas has man-made odorants added specifically for detection of fuel gas leaks. If a gas leak occurs, you should be able to smell the fuel gas. Since propane gas is heavier than air, you should smell for the gas odor low to the floor. The clearance to combustible from top is 30 inches, front is 24 inches, and 6 inches for each side. Always attach or detach cylinder outdoors away from flames, other ignition sources, and only when heater is cool to touch. The first step to do when you want to operate the heater is to make sure the control knob is in off position before you attaching the gas cylinder. And there's a mention that you should check the connection with soapy water, but in my case, again, I didn't prepare and I didn't bring soapy water with me. When you're done with the heater, first thing you have to do is turn off the heater, and after that remove the cylinder every time that you not use the heater. You should keep the operating manual with the heater. However, they also have the instruction behind the heater as well. If you want to get more information about the efficiency of the heater, I recommend you to read the paper from Consumer Product Safety Commission. The title is Carbon Monoxide Emissions from Portable Propane Radiant Heaters. In this case, they compare the performance of different kind of heater against the oxygen depletion sensor or ODS heater, which is the same as the body heater. Carbon monoxide generated from the ODS equipped radiant heater is much lower than the other kind of heater. The maximum carbon monoxide level is only 38 to 39 ppm. They compare the efficiency at the different ventilation rate from very low ventilation at 0.5 air change to 1.5 air change. The ODS equipped radiant heater have very low CO concentration, like gas like the air change. The last thing that we're gonna discuss here is the oxygen concentration level. In normal air, the oxygen concentration is about 20%. With the radiant heater, the amount of oxygen they use is the least compared to other kind of heater. But one thing that we have to keep in mind is this is based on the experiment at sea level. If you start at higher elevation, oxygen concentration is only 15% and it starts depleting from that point. From all the information that we talk about, it seems like this kind of heater is safe for indoor use, but you have to put it away from other kind of combustible material, including tent fabric and blanket. Let me know what you think and see you next time. Bye bye.